¿Qué hace, loco? Seguimos con el Bomb by Flame. ¿Sabes qué? Volví para atrás, me puse a dar una vueltita. Había unas zonas en la anterior zona había unos lugares donde podías ir como para cambiar de otra zona, no sé qué, no me dejaba salir. O me decía, no, tenés que venir acá, tenés que venir a esta ciudad. Pero sí encontré una espada que estaba mejor. Ah, y aprendí que vos si tenés, por ejemplo, no sé, eh, como estas ranuras para mejorarlo, lo podés mejorar. El personaje directamente mejora su propio equipo. Yo pensé que era el herrero y no. Y nada, puedes mejorarlo gastando cosas, objetos, ¿sí? Y te da diferentes mejoras, ¿no? No, lo encuentro bueno, lo encuentro rápido, fácil. Ah, bueno, en fin. No sé qué es esto. Vamos a recorrer un poco. ¿Será misiones secundarias esta?
My goodness, let's see. You're not pissing blood, you're not vomiting your guts out. Both legs are in place and they seem to be holding you upright. Congratulations. It looks like you'll pull through. And now you'll excuse me, but I have other miracles to accomplish, and not much time to devote to people in your condition.
Take it easy there, Doc. I'm with the Freeborn Blades, not one of your refugees.
You could be Blackstorm himself for all I care. Now get out of my way, I have things to do.
Bueno,
Yeah, who are you? One of them fucking mercenaries, right?
Fucking mercenary, yeah. Sounds about right.
You know what I call your lot? Ore blades. I got no time for ores.
Maybe if you were to do something about your bad breath, the whores would let you get close to them. You know, I'm just saying.
Go fuck yourself, ore blade.
Swamp is our best defense. Happily, the wildlife are just as keen on attacking the deadwalkers as they are the villagers. But the situation here in Valvanor grows worse daily. And each new wave of refugees increases the risk of drawing unwanted attention to this jungle.
No Ice Lord scouts who find this village will ever escape to tell the tale. Of that, I can assure you. Also, my men are reinforcing your defenses. Forgive me for saying, but you have some serious weak points. Especially the defenses around that refugee camp of yours.
The arrival of the Freeborn Blades and the Red Scribes has greatly improved our chances of survival, Captain. Believe me when I say that we are most grateful to have you with us. Needless to say, your men and the Red Scribes are welcome and free to go where they will. But as for any other newcomers, our gates are closed. You must understand that our food stores are as limited as our abilities to defend our village. Until you arrived, we had but one person who was even vaguely capable of treating our injured. And the case of Prince Orendil was completely beyond her skills. And there is this beast story. Doubtless another fairy tale, the fruit of an alcohol-addled brain. Nonetheless, several of the watch have gone missing. Something hidden in these swamps is causing these disappearances, but we cannot risk sacrificing any more of the few men remaining to us on sending patrols. Large groups entail moving chrysalids that are unmanageable. The others quite simply do not return.
Silence.
If I were to listen to everyone, I would need 10 times the number of men I have to verify the truth of every tale.
Enough. You must aid me to do this. I am not able to do that. Your endless wailings are unbearable.
In the name of Vulcan?
But by the gods, man, what is...
This world is condemned. The cold hath invaded its ground, its souls, and its heart. Yet here you stand, weaving your limbs like fish taken from the water, miserably shuffling about to conserve the illusion of warmth and life, and not feel the passing of your last breath, while I must endure your wailings and lamentations. Pitiful.
Vulcan, stop this nonsense immediately.
It is not he who speaks. All doth fall to ruin about you, yet you still bewail your loose bowels and vomitings. You cannot vanquish your dead walkers, no more than you can vanquish their necromancer masters. They draw their power from the very heart of the world. They drink it, they suckle it dry. Your only chance to cleanse what your own have corrupted is to go to the world heart and liberate it from its servitude.
The world heart is a myth, a forgotten fairy tale, no more real than dragons or dwarves.
A myth. Continue hiding behind thy puny barricades, and thou wilt soon join thy myths and fairy tales.
Bueno, hay que ir a ese mundo corazón y eso.
Cease your pretense. I know you have returned to consciousness.
What the hell happened? I was just listening to the steward blabbing away with the captain, and then...
And then you lost control.
I don't know, it's like something in my head zapped me so it could use my mouth. But I was still there, still thinking what I was saying.
This is not the first time you have felt this presence manifest itself.
No. No, it's been there since the temple. It's also in my dreams. I think...
Interesting. It would seem that your body is host to some other entity. And it is clearly a spirit of fire.
No kidding. I got a demon in my head.
Something of the kind. In truth, I could not say what it is. Not yet, at least.
Don't make me laugh. After all, it's your disciples that let this thing out of its cage, right?
That has nothing to do with it. Do you have any idea of the implications of this incident?
If it happens again a couple of days from now, they'll all start spitting and throwing rocks at me. I guess I'll have to watch out.
I fear that is the least of your worries. Obviously, you haven't understood. The thing that is inside you, it wishes you ill. There is not enough space inside you for two souls. That demon wants your body. It will control you more and more until it has replaced you completely.
Ha! Thou thinkest I crave the body of a mortal? I am a prisoner here. My place is in the world heart.
It will not hesitate to lie to you, to tell you that which you wish to hear, so that you will allow it to consume you.
I never asked for this cage. I never asked to be forced to hear thy every thought. It is I who have been invaded.
It speaks to you. Do not listen to it. Cast it from you. If you do not resist, it will crush your soul.
Hey, take it easy. One day at a time, okay? I'm gonna take a walk.
I am busy, mercenary.
Bueno. Encontré la
The
guarida.
order of the freeborn blades is of great repute, and the mercenary does honor to its name. The mercenary's powers are both astonishing and fascinating. The knight would like to duel with the mercenary, that he may judge the mercenary's strength.
Sure, I can never turn down a good fight. But maybe we should take it outside if we don't want to break everything in here.
The knight is honored, and bows to his adversary's wisdom.
Wait for me here, Sybil. I won't be long.
Vamos a ver qué onda. Me va a romper el orto, seguro.
The knight hopes that his adversary will not hold back his blows.
Oh, you can count on it.
Loco! Prepárate. Creo que no lo puedo usar. Dale, 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 dale.
The knight has never before battled an adversary with such power, and he believes that he could be that which is needed to change the course of this war.
You fight pretty good yourself. Where did you learn your moves? I can't believe you learned to fight like that in this backwater.
The knight has traveled far and fought many battles. He has only lived in his village for a short time.
What are you doing in the middle of these swamps when you could be making a difference on the battlefield?
The knight has fought a great many battles, but he feels he can be more useful protecting those who have nothing left.
I have to go. I'm glad we could test each other's mettle. It was fun.
Before his adversary rushes off to fight other battles, the knight has a question for him. He wishes to know if the freeborn blades would like him to join them.
I'm not the one who decides who joins the company, but I can ask the captain for you.
He has thought long on it, and wishes it would be so.
Well, that's great. I'll ask him, but I can't promise you anything.
Bueno, bien. ¿Qué hay acá? Que dice 2. Eso de las trampas está bueno, ¿eh? Hay que pegar, hay que prestar atención. En la medida que, en cuanto podamos hacer un par de trampas, hay que aprovecharlas. Bueno, este dice que está ocupado.
Greetings, mercenary. What can I do for you?
Can I have a look at your stock?
Vos sabés que la traducción en el Tecnomancer era igual. Puedo echar una mirada al género. Al género, boludo. Ah, este vende pociones de maná y salud.
Sybil, can I talk to you?
Yes?
I need your help. Come with me.
If you want.
Bien, se va sumando.
Vulcan, you must help me. The prince is dying.
Well, I'm happy to see that my talents as a doctor are finally being recognized.
There's no doubt an explosion would cure him of all his ills forever. But I was actually thinking about your connections with the Red Scribes. If you could speak to them, it would save me having the prince's death on my conscience.
I wouldn't exactly call myself a friend of theirs. But yeah, I can always give it a try. I'll leave you here.
Me parece que el número 2 en el mapa son misiones secundarias. No me puedo dormir.
Yes?
I have a few Elves are pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all the livelong day singing.
I get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Sí.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears.
Parece que es una burla
Our
Tolkien, ¿no?
civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from
¿No se
our
acordás de
mistakes.
que a la parte del Hobbit?
We don't really live in the same
Cuando
rhythm as you do.
los enanos
We move a
de
little slower,
Erebor, ¿viste?
and most of us are prone to
Son
having at
13,
least
eran
some
13 enanos,
respect
¿no?
for the
Sí, porque
past.
Bilbo era el 14.
This is the reason why
No.
we never destroy anything.
Fueran dos
We
enanos,
prefer to
Bilbo
build on top
13
of
y Gandalf
things.
14. Bueno, en fin. Cuando los enanos de
I've heard that you
Erebor
are immortal.
van a
That show
Rivendell
has lived for 15
y le dan de
generations.
comer
I
toda
will never
fruta,
get tired.
toda verdura,
No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though. Much longer than
un
you.
cacho de planta.
We are
Es
resistant to
rico, a ver,
poisons,
yo como
rotten
ensalada,
food,
pero
and toxic body odor.
me gusta
apparently. Unfortunately,
comer
these
algo un
things
poco
do
más.
not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
So it's the prince who gives the orders.
Qué buena peli. El otro...
Orders
¿Puedes
may
creer
not
cada
be
vez que me da
this
ganas de ver
We do not
Hobbit?
submit nor obey easily. Our kings are a
La
reference,
busco en Amazon o
wise
en
men who
Netflix
can
y no
point out
está.
the way. They tend to guide us
Esa
rather
película
than
tiene
give
que
us
estar, no
orders.
puede ser, son de
And
culto.
to answer your question, it
Tiene
is
que
his
estar
father
siempre,
king who is
fijo.
the
O
leader
sea,
of our people.
en Netflix tiene que haber un listado de películas
Let's change.
que nunca deben pasar.
Do you have any?
Unfortunately, I don't. I think I've tried just about every remedy I know, but nothing works.
Que te va a dar la misión.
You said just about. I'm guessing that's not by chance.
It's true. There's one formula I haven't tried yet. An extremely powerful solution that requires a certain ingredient to make. An ingredient I don't have.
What is it?
A very virulent poison secreted by the chrysalid queen. But be careful you don't mix them up with the ones you usually see. I wanted to go looking for them myself, but the villagers stopped me. They say they're really dangerous. It seems they can be found along the road we took to get here. And apparently, they only come out at night.
I'll get you some. I'll be going now.
Ahí me dio la misión, ve. Puedes cambiar la hora del día cuidando los puntos de sueño. Hay un cofre ahí, no sé qué onda. Este tiene... Ok, ah, mira, acá hay otro.
Mr. Vulcan, what brings you here?
The captain wants me to help your village. You got a job I can do?
With our shortages of food and fighting men, our worn-out equipment and the growing lines at the healing house, I cannot deny our village is sorely in need of help. Sadly, I fear that these are not the sort of problems you are used to dealing with, unless I'm much mistaken.
Maybe I'll surprise you. So what's the problem with the healing house?
Quite simply, Mirana cannot keep up. She spends every waking minute giving out supplies to the refugees and refuses to admit that she cannot help everyone. She thinks she's fooling me. I have heard rumors that her food stock is running low. Unsurprisingly, the crowds outside are becoming restless. I believe they wish to continue handing out our food reserves as though they were unlimited. This is not the case, and thus, it is not an option.
So, you want someone to put her down?
Why, I never suggested any such thing. I just wish she would see reason, for all our sakes. But I have asked nothing of you. I was merely answering your question.
Your guards... How can I put this? At first, I thought they were disobeying orders. Now I think maybe they don't even understand them. If you're stupid and incompetent, you should be digging turnips, not taking care of security.
You're beginning to worry me. Is it really that bad?
Are you kidding me? The state of their weapons is enough to make you cry. Maybe they'd be good for splitting logs.
Personally, I'm not capable of judging the aptitude of our sentries, but their poor results speak for themselves. Doubtless, you should share your observations with Mason, the chief of the watch. I should warn you, however, that he is of a somewhat stubborn nature.
Wouldn't be the first I've seen. I need the reports about this beast that attacked the villagers.
I fear I am unable to be of help. I'm still not entirely convinced that it even exists. All I know is that several villagers have vanished. One villager is at present in the doctor's care, following a supposed encounter with the said beast. These swamps are crawling with dangers. There is nothing to suggest anything out of the ordinary. The refugees are always inventing horror stories in an attempt to force us to open our gates and let them inside.
It might be worth checking it out. You said you lost one of your patrols, right?
That is so. You should speak with Randval. He was most anxious to go out and hunt the beast down, but we needed him here. Now that we have more able bodies to guard our gates, I imagine he would be keen to pick up the scent once more.
We'll talk again later.
Empecemos. Varias cositas ahí, tenemos misiones secundarias. Ah, mira, lo del ojito igual que el Technomancer. Igual. Mostrar la fauna local a Civil. Programa en la intendencia, hablar con Mirana, la sanadora del dispensario, hablar con Mason. Sugerir al capitán de los espadas libres que reclute a Landval. Combates. Imagino que estos son todos los monstruos que vamos viendo, todos los personajes. Bueno, el mapa. Vamos viendo, vamos viendo. Combina componentes directamente desde el menú bolsa para conseguir otros de calidad superior. Apa, ¿y eso? Este es mejor, me parece, ¿eh? Este no. Pero esta espada es mejor. ¿Cómo es eso de mezclar? Ah, sí, mirá. Crear metal bruto. Claro. Ah, bien, 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 bien. Se puede reciclar. Ah, mira, se puede reciclar. Ahora sí, 13. Bueno, ahora velocidad de ataque 75. Ah, todos tienen la misma velocidad de ataque. Necesito metal refinado. Resistencia e interrupción. Metal refinado necesito. Y el metal refinado lo hago con esto. Con el metal bruto. Bien. Resistencia física más 3%. Está bueno. Kit de artillería. Daño de trampa. Resistencia al veneno. Está bueno. No tengo acero. ¿El acero lo puedo construir? Mejorar. Necesito metal refinado. Ah, bueno, ok. Ya, de a poco. De a poco se fue haciendo Roma. Le tuve que subir un poco el brillo porque de noche no se ve una goma, loco.
Haven't you anything better to do than bother me?
Hang on a sec. The steward himself sent me here to give you a hand.
Wonderful. I've been after him for months to get me some help, and he sends me an armed ape. You practice medicine, I presume? Your tools seem rather barbaric.
Listen, if you show me the recipes, I could probably help you cook up some remedies for these people.
Good idea, and it would be my pleasure to help you.
That's very kind of you. Unfortunately, what we are missing most are the ingredients. In fact, there is something that you could doubtless do for me. I'm worried about my assistant Haman. I haven't seen him for a while now, and I fear he might have gone into the swamps to look for the plants I need. We're forced to venture further and further in to find the plants we need. With all that's been going on lately, I forbade him from going back out alone, but the boy is nothing if not stubborn.
Stubborn? Yeah, I hate people like that.
Please find him. He's a good boy. He's done nothing but help others since he arrived. Without him, the House of Healing would be a house of death.
If I'm gonna be slogging through the swamps anyway, might as well take a look around and try to bring back the plants you need too, right? You got any drawings or descriptions?
Yes, that's a good idea. I would be grateful to you. But above all, try to bring back my assistant Haman in one piece. He is your priority. For the rest, basically, I need food, medicinal herbs, and of course, I wouldn't say no to a few pre-prepared potions. All of our stock seems to disappear so quickly. I'll give you the parchment that I made for Haman to help you recognize the specimens I need. He knows them by heart now, after so many trips.
Right. Plants, potions, chow, and one assistant. If I come across any elven tea, would you like a cup of that too?
That would be lovely.
Sarcasmo por todos lados. Vuela el sarcasmo.
Have you heard any rumors about a beast wandering around in the marshes?
They are not rumors. There is something in these marshes, and I have a patient in a coma that confirms it.
Something? What does that mean? Where can I find it?
I don't know exactly what it is. The wounds don't resemble anything seen around here before. What you seek is large, powerful, and obviously has enormous claws at its disposal. The wounded man was found west of the swamps, crawling towards the village. If you really wish to fall upon that beast, that would be a good place to start. But bear in mind the possibility that it may be the beast which falls upon you.
Let's talk about you. I found you at... Here, I hope you...
They will prove very useful.
Where could I find some food for you?
Sadly, there isn't much choice. You have to go look for it in the swamps. Perhaps he will be more generous with a mercenary than with a simple apothecary.
Where could I find...
Sadly, there isn't much... Perhaps...
I'd like to see...
Ah, y este vende gema, polvo del corazón, ta. Encima le di mis pociones. Capacidad de interrupción. Representa la potencia física de sus ataques. Cuanto más alto sea este valor, más probable será que tus ataques interrumpan las acciones de tu objetivo. Por lo menos, ¿no? Metal bruto y huesos. Mira, con oro hago el metal bruto. Básicamente. Que es como empezás, ¿no? Está bien hecho. El juego.
Do I have to spill it out, or should I just put my boot in your arse? Clear off!
Would you just shut your stupid mouth for 2 seconds, please? The steward sent me here to help you.
Oh, that's all I need. Don't he think I got enough on my plate? Now he sends me some ore blade from God's nowhere. Hey, as long as it ain't me is paying for you, hey? You want to help? Knock yourself out. But I warn you, there's plenty to do.
Get to the point before I set your breath on fire.
All right, take it easy. No need to get nasty, eh? You want to help? Yes or no?
Keep talking.
Well, for a start, you could try and find one of my patrols that's gone missing. At first, I thought maybe one of those half-wits was sleeping it off under a tree somewhere. But it's been a while now. Maybe something bad happened to him in the swamp.
I guess I could go back and check.
What a coincidence. That's exactly what I was going to ask you. After that, well, I suppose a pro like you, I guess you would be useful helping out the sentries. It won't be luxury. I don't know if you've seen what we're supposed to fight with, but, wow, if you can have a word with your quartermaster to see what he can do for my lads, you have my blessing.
The benediction of a drunk. Better and better.
It's what all us fucking mercenaries dream of. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Right. We may be living in the arsehole of Virtue, but being armed like a bunch of tramps, we can do without. And while you're at it, when you've been to the forge, you'll probably feel like letting off steam a bit. Why don't you go and take it out on my lads?
What do you mean?
Kick their arses so they can't sit down and get drunk instead of patrolling. And show them a couple of tricks while you're at it. A bit of training. Couldn't do no harm.
Your men can't afford to keep their thumbs in their asses. It's time to teach them how to use those weapons.
Knock yourself out, Petty Blade. I'll go and shake them awake. Couldn't have done better. I reckon the lesson is gonna leave a few marks this time. Have you got time to go again, while they're still warmed up?
Why not? Let's go.
Bueno.
Even so, they are making progress. If you whack them enough times, they remember how to defend themselves. Are you up for giving them one last lesson?
One last lesson.
La voy a perder, porque estuvieron bastante duritos, Tengo poción de maná. Vamos a guardarlo.
Nice job. Of course, they'll hate you for a while, but what they learned here today will save their lives one day.
My pleasure. I like this way of saving lives.
Bien. Qué grande la brujita, como cura, loco. Bien. Maná sube solo, ¿no? Sí. Parece que sube solo. Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué tenemos para mejorar? Tengo 2 puntos para agregar. Este tornado. Quiero verlo, a ver. Vamos. A ver, hay varias cosas, para hacer. Y todo deja experiencia, así que es mejor que... Vamos por acá arriba, Tiene mayor probabilidad de encontrar objetos en enemigo. Eso es bueno. Los cofres cercanos emiten un sonido. Esto me pone nervioso. Eso me pone nervioso. Porque vos decís, mierda, ¿dónde está, loco? ¿Me pasaba con qué juego? Ay, había un juego que... Había un juego que vibraba el joystick cuando había algo cerca. Ah, el Ghost of Tsushima. Y me ponía nervioso porque no lo encontraba, loco. A ver, alquimista, las pociones de maná son más efectivas. Goloso. Me gusta más este. Ahí tengo un punto más. Este no. Bien. Tengo una trampa, ¿eh? Este tengo metal bruto. La sangre la vende la chica. Eh, Llegamos a encontrar la guarida del pantano. El monstruo este. Vamos a guardar y vamos a dejarlo para el próximo capítulo. Tengo que encontrar la guarida del bicho este, ¿no? Si el video te gustó, dale like, compartí, suscribite, activa la campanita que te avisa cuando subo videos. Te mando un fuerte abrazo y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. ¡Adiós!